Hello, my name's Sharon Riley and I'm going to do a very quick review on an Neff BM44M43N 3GB oven. Before I go any further, I just want to say that I actually won this on an online Facebook competition. So I didn't choose this, I didn't pay for this, was given to me, and part of the proviso was that I need to do a review, which I'm quite happy to do, because, you know, if you get something for free, you have to do something for it, even though it's free. Anyway, right, the oven that I've got is, as I said, the Neff, and I'm going to turn it around for me because you don't want to see my ugly face anymore, you want to see the oven, so hold on, here we go. Okay, this is the oven. I've got some cakes baking in there. I do actually have another oven upstairs. This is my workroom and it's coming into my workroom. The first thing that I noticed with this oven that it is very quiet. I'm going to stop speaking for a second and you can hear how quiet it is. Okay, right, the features that it has. Up on the top we have a timer, and the timer is really easy to set. You've got two buttons. The left button will actually give you whichever sequence you want, and the right button is for making the changes. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change this to show you. It's set on 45 minutes, but I want to change that. So you can just change it up or down as you wish. I'm going to take it to 1 minute so you can hear it go off. There we go, that's all you need to do, and it will do. On the right you have two knobs. These are really sexy. From the top you've got your on-off button. From the right you have got a fan oven. Underneath that you have got top and bottom heat. Underneath that you have got top heat with fan. Underneath that one you've just got top heat only. And then coming around on the left you have got bottom heat, which is fantastic for pastry. This little digit here is for defrosting, and then above it is light only. Now my cakes are just about done. The temperature is in centigrade, so it's a standard thing. The door is dead sexy. My husband installed this for me, and even he, who's a complete techno loving genius-y type person, was very impressed with the door. It's one of the slide and hide doors, and when you pull it down and let it go halfway, it will actually suck itself in, which is really cool. And that's the timer going off to tell you that it's done, and you just press the button. Just like that. Okay, this inside of the oven has two trays. The top one is a standard and it's fixed. The bottom one does pull out and it actually comes out on its own. I'm going to show you this. Slides in and slides out, which is fantastic if you've got something very liquidy. My cakes are done, and one thing I have noticed almost immediately is that they've all got a really good even bake. These are sugar-free cakes, so they will not go as brown as an ordinary cake, but as I'm sure you can see, they've all risen really nicely, and they have got a good colour on them, so I'm really impressed with that. Okay, let me just take these out, get rid. Okay. One thing I did notice is, and I don't know if it's because my oven isn't quite level, is that it doesn't actually stay in where it's supposed to. It does come out a little bit. But as I said, I haven't got a spirit level here, so I can't actually check it, but I would have thought that my hubby would have got that bit right. So it could be that it is just very new and very shiny, but that, anyway. What I wanted to show you is that the oven that I have upstairs has quite a large oven. It's actually a double oven, and this tray here that I've got, which is quite large, doesn't fit into one of my ovens, but on this it fits in perfectly on that shelf and on that shelf. And then my oven upstairs, I have to wedge it in, and this has got room to move on both sides, so that's a real plus. You can get lots of things in, especially come holidays and Christmas. And the other pan that I wanted to show you is, this is one of my big cake pans. It's 12 inches, just over 12 inches square, and it also fits really nicely into the oven with loads of room. Now, some of the technical stuff that it says, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce this word, but it's cryocrinic something or other. and it means that the heat circulates really, really well. And when you open up the door, you don't get this huge blast of hot air, which means that if you want to check something, you can check it without you getting a drop. Well, this is what I think it means. Anyway, there we go. So we'll just take this one out. It's not that hot, but there you go. Okay, and the oven door comes back up. And what I do like is that as you move the door down, the handle actually moves itself, so you can change it and it then slots and slides in, which is a really, really nice feature. But that's the bit I don't like. I don't like that shelf coming out. Anyway, I'm going to turn this off because you don't need to hear this. Once you've finished with the knobs, to keep it nice and tidy, you can just push them in. Now, if the little bottom bit, I'll show you here, is in any other place but straight at the top, it doesn't go in. And I didn't figure that out for about 5 minutes. So you have to push the little black bit right the way up to the top and then push it back in, and it will close back off again. And that is a really nice feature. These little knobs also go back in, so it's nice and clean. Okay. I am also, I have to say, a professional. I do have a website and I do put my recipes and things on a website. So this is a fantastic oven for me because I can get an awful lot of cakes in. As I said before, I didn't choose this oven and I didn't pay for it either. So to me, would I have actually bought it? That I don't know. I'd have had to have done a lot more research. I probably would have wanted a few more bits that were useful to me, but as a professional, I'm also a mum. I've also got a large family in this house. There's 5 of us. So coming from a amateur point of view, let's have a look at it. Yes, I think you could get an awful lot of stuff in there, and I think it will, and the proof of the cakes are in the baking and they look really nice. So yeah, from a professional view, it doesn't quite have the additionals that I would have liked. I would have liked some way of putting additional steam into this oven, and I know that one of the Neff ovens in the higher price range does actually have that, but it's another £600 on top, and just up here is a little drawer that you pull out and put water in, and it will circulate air in, circulate water. But for the price range, which is just under £550, I think it's a reasonable good oven. Looks wise, it's definitely a 9.5. The things that annoy me about it are definitely that drawer. That drawer really irritates. Don't like that. You have to shut it really quickly. Anyway, so for use and the inside, I would give it probably a 7. For looks, definitely a 9. For sexiness, that's a 15, because it is a sexy little handle and a sexy little beast. That's it. That's my review. Hope it's of any interest to you, and if you want to look at any of my recipes on my website, I'm going to be very cheeky, www.bakinglady.webs.com. That's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.